Testing.
Okay. I hope Sandra doesn't. Huh?
So what will happen here is I play a little overture, and then you're going to do your thing, and as you mention people, they're going to come on stage. Okay?
Oh, so you want me to sit down here?
No, okay. Stand over there, but then when I'm finished, then
Well, we,
start the narration.
what?
When I finish with my little overture, you'll do your narration. Okay? Now, let's see.
He wants us to come up.
Okay, everyone? All right. Chag Sameach, everybody. Chag Sameach. I'm very pleased to welcome you, and I am stealing Rita's thunder, but in any event, let me just welcome you all to our Purim celebration. As all you know, this is one of the happy days in our year, and we hope that what you're about to experience will add to your joy. You probably know the story of Esther. It's been told in many ways, but have you seen it done as a Broadway show? This afternoon, you're going to see how a Broadway composer might set this. This is a short version of the Esther story. And I will just mention we are extremely fortunate to have wonderfully talented people from the congregation here. You have their names on your programs. I will just mention, and then when our narrator introduces them, they will come up on stage. But let me just mention, we have Dina Shapiro as Queen Esther. We have Joshua Villanueva as King Ahasuerus. We have Stan Eisen as Mordecai. We have Paul Klein as Haman. We have as our narrator, Grace Weinstein. And as an attendant, we have Peter Braunfield. And yours truly, Josh Green, is serving as the pianist. So every traditional Broadway show begins with a little overture, and we're going to start with one. I'm going to play an overture which consists of a few of the songs in the show. You'll hear them as the show goes through, and then we'll introduce our narrator, Grace, who will introduce the characters.
You're visitors to Persia. Yes, I can see that from your exotic dress. Well, we Persians are famous for our hospitality to foreign guests. So if you'll do me the honor, I will be your guide for the next half hour or so. You're about to hear the story of Esther, a young queen who foils the heinous plot of an arrogant villain, risking her life to stop the planned slaughter of her people. The events take place in the Persian Empire more than 2,500 years ago, but its themes of love, jealousy, obligation to one's family and one's people, the evil of prejudice, and the struggle to protect an endangered people are universal and speak to everyone. Let me introduce the main characters in the show. First, we have our beautiful heroine, the young and innocent Esther. Next, we have the handsome and powerful of foolish King Ahasuerus. A wise counselor, Mordecai, Esther's guardian, and a villain, both cunning and versatile, Haman. This production also includes two attendants, me and Peter. So join us, please, as the curtain rises on Act 1 and the song Shushan.
At the heart of the king's empire was a capital named Shushan, with walls many meters high. It was known as Fortress Shushan. Many a festival grand was held inside the walls of Shushan. Yet plots and rumors spread through the land from the palace inside Shushan.
Now the king announced a special week-long party. All the people of Shushan were invited to drink heartily. At the end of 7 days, the king was full of wine. That's when he called for a summer entertainment of a special kind.
During the first scene, the king orders his queen to dance before his guests and then dismisses her after she refuses.
Attendant, where is the queen? I ordered her to appear.
Your Majesty, your queen says she has a headache.
Return to the queen and tell her she must come. This is a royal command.
Your Majesty, the queen told me that she has a headache.
This is an outrage. No one refuses a royal command. The queen must be banished.
But the king soon becomes lonely, and his advisors convince him to summon all the beautiful young maidens to the palace, where his favorite will become the new queen. The word travels throughout the kingdom and reaches the home of Mordecai, a leader of Persia's Jewish community, and his ward and cousin, the lovely young Esther.
Esther, you should go to the palace. Perhaps you could become queen.
Cousin, do you really think the king would choose a young woman like me? Could I be queen? You seem to say it could be me some distant day. I don't believe this tale at all. I'm so young and small. I can't see how it could be a wonderful future just for me. This seems just like a foolish dream to think that I could be the queen. I'm so afraid, I'm feeling scared, I feel so unprepared. Could it be my destiny to be the queen? Yes, me. Could I be queen so fearsome and grand? Could this be what was planned? Could it be my destiny to be the queen? Yes, me.
Esther, you're such a Shayna Madel. You're so beautiful and charming that the king will have to be impressed. Besides, if you become queen, you could help the rest of our people in time of need.
All right, I'll go to the palace, but only if you'll stop by to see how I'm faring.
Certainly. There's just one thing. You must tell no one who you are.
You mean my faith?
Yes, many in the kingdom hate our people for what we believe because we remain loyal to our God. They can't accept that. A certain people lives apart, the words of God stamped on their heart. From the law they'll not depart, though far away from their home. Exiled from their native land, the people strive to understand how to follow God's command, far away from their home. Faithful to their holy books, this people up to heaven looks for God's redemption through prayer and deeds, far away from their home. A certain people lives apart, the words of God stamped on their heart. From the law they'll not depart, though far away from their home. Faithful to their holy books, this people up to heaven looks for God's redemption through prayer and deeds, far away from their home, far away from their home.
Esther goes to the palace and, following the advice of the attendants assigned to her, wins the king's heart. At first glance, the king falls madly in love with her.
This is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen.
You are beautiful, yes, so, so beautiful. Your smile would light up any room. With eyes so luminous and face so glorious, your radiance outshines the sun and the moon. But more than beautiful, your grace is wonderful. Your kindness and warmth adorn you. Although I've only known you a moment, I can tell you're a beautiful person too. But more than beautiful, your grace is wonderful. Your kindness and warmth adorn you. Although I've only known you a moment, I can tell you're a beautiful person too.
Soon after the king announces Esther's selection as queen, he elevates Haman to become his chief advisor. Haman is clever, but his arrogance is much greater.
Throughout the Persian Empire, I'm noted as an influential man. The king sits in his throne room, and I stand at his right hand. I run the court of justice. I issue every penalty and fine. I draw up laws and statutes. The king just has to sign. Oh, men, what are they all my name, they all know my fame, yes. From near and far, from Zanzibar, everyone bows to me. I run the king's finances, I write the royal books. No greater man than I am can be discovered wherever you look. The courtier in the palace, the merchant, the gate, the soldier in his armor, every man was ever enslaved. No one would defy when I pass by. They all have to bend the knee. As a mark of respect, they all genuflect. Yes, everyone bows to me. No one would fly when I pass by. They all have to bend the knee. As a mark of respect, they all genuflect. Everyone bows to me. Yes, everybody bows to me.
Indeed, almost everyone bows to Haman. Everyone except Esther's guardian, Mordecai. Because of his faith, Mordecai can only bow to God. Out of necessity, maybe the king. In revenge, an infuriated Haman plots to destroy not just Mordecai, but his entire people. With the help of his wife, Zeresh, he devises a plan to convince the king to order the destruction of all of Persia's Jews, calling them a certain people who do not follow the king's laws in a slanderous version of the song that Mordecai earlier sang.
A certain people in your land follow laws we can't understand. They resist your royal command, though far away from their home. Though scattered throughout your empire, they amass power and aspire to dominate through wealth and hire, far away from their home. You've no need to tolerate them, they'll just prove traitorous over again. These people thinks of nothing but returning back to their home. So trust me, sorry, you don't need them, they'll just desert you in the end. You must agree to finish them before they take o'er your throne. There are things that you can do to curb their power to threaten you. I can suggest a thing or two to keep them from harming you, my lord, to keep them from harming you.
All right, Haman. This people is a bit different. What do you want me to do about them?
Your Imperial Majesty, I beg you to authorize their destruction. I've even...
Whoa, hold on a second. Destruction? This seems a bit extreme. These people are highly skilled. They're lawyers and bankers and doctors. Facebook. If they're destroyed, we'd lose their talents.
Your Royal Highness, I will give you 10,000 talents of silver.
10,000 talents of silver? Why, that's enough to pay for 1,000 skilled workers from Babylonia, and for a week of parties. Haman, now you're talking.
Now, if you'll just sign here and seal it with your imperial signet ring, I'll do the rest.
10,000 talents of silver. That could buy 1,000 bottles of the finest wines, scores of choice dishes, dancing troops.
When the decree is announced, Persia's Jews don sackcloth and ashes, their traditional garb of mourning, and Mordecai sits in the palace gate, bewailing the fate of his people. When Esther's attendants question him, he shows them the decree and begs that the queen intervene, warning that she too will not escape.
Death and destruction and evil construction is coming our way, I fear. By royal decree, the Jews of Persia are slated to die this year. The king has decided we all must be slaughtered, our households and property too. as I foresee the end of my people. We're fated to die, it's true.
To act, however, Esther must risk her life.
If I go before the king unannounced and he refuses to see me, I will die. But if I don't go, someone will discover my background and I will surely die. And if I do not go before the king, who will? Dear God, I am feeling so frightened. A great burden has fallen on me, timid and frail. I stand here knowing not how to answer, yet I cannot avoid it. A choice must be made. How can I do what has been asked of me? Must I risk everything for this cause? For I know that his fortune does not smile on me. My sacrifice could be in vain. Oh, this is my moment, my time to decide how to meet this challenge. There's no way I can hide. So this is my moment, my time to take a stand, my time to be counted. The moment now is at hand. Is there some mysterious reason? Was it all meant to happen that I came to be queen? For me, some great destiny waiting. Am I specially chosen? Tell me, what does it mean? Who else can bring help in this moment of need? There's no one else who can fight for this dream. For I'm the one who is called to take on this task. Called now to help people in need. Oh, this is my moment, my time to break free, the time to take action. I know what it must be. So now I must make ready, for there's work to be done. This is my moment. I'm ready for whatever may come.
Convinced she has no choice, Esther sends a message asking the Jews of Shushan to join her and her maidens in a 3-day fast, after which she will risk going before the king. Act 2 begins with Esther, mindful of what happened to the former queen appearing before the king with fear. She is in the same robes that won his heart before. After a moment's hesitation, the king extends his scepter, offering Esther anything she wants, up to half his kingdom. She asks only that the king and Haman attend a party. She arranges that night, and they both agree. At the party, the king again offers Esther a magnificent gift.
Esther, dear, you've really outdone yourself. Anything you want, up to half of my kingdom, is yours. Esther, my beautiful bride, whatever you dream of I'll do. Half of my kingdom I'll gladly give, especially for you. Esther, my dearest, what can I bestow? Tell me, what can I do? It would delight me to do what you wish, especially for you.
You are so sweet to offer much. I don't need a lavish menu. All that I want is to make you rejoice, to show my love for you.
Riches and treasure don't matter so much. Love will see us through. All that I want is to please you, my dear, especially for you. Riches and treasure don't matter so much. Love will see us through. All that I want is to please you, my dear, especially for you.
Your Majesty, you are too kind. It would so please me if you would be my guest at a second party I am hosting. You and Haman.
Queen Esther, your wish is my desire.
Your Highness, I am honored to accept your invitation.
That night, the king cannot sleep, and he learns that nothing has been done to honor Mordecai, who saved him from being poisoned.
Attendant, please check the royal chronicles to see what has been done for the man who saved my life.
You mean Mordecai, Your Majesty? I see nothing here, but wait! Your chief advisor requests an audience.
Send him in. Perhaps he can think of something.
Your Majesty, I beg your approval to impose punishment on...
Now, Haman, what would you propose? What would you propose for someone that the king wishes to honor?
What a stroke of luck. You must want to honor me. Your Majesty, I have just the idea for you. This one that the king would honor should be put on a great white horse and march through the streets of Shushan with a royal show of force, led by a high attendant, a grand sight for all to see, with someone announcing how all this came to be. Marched about on a great white horse with a royal show of force, heralded by an attendant grand for everyone to see. The one that king would honor, it should be explained, as hard the town has rated and entered royal praise. So through the streets of Shushan his name should be proclaimed. Thus should be to someone whose royalty acclaimed. Marched about on a great white horse with a royal show of force, heralded by attendant grand, for everyone to see. Marched about on a great white horse with a royal show of force, heralded by attendant grand, for everyone to see.
The king proceeds to order Haman to carry out his plan for Mordecai. And as enraged Haman leads Mordecai through the streets of Shushan, Haman has little time to be furious, however, because he must return to the palace for Esther's party. When the king once more asks Esther what she would like, her answer this time is very different.
Anything.
Your Majesty, I beg you, please spare my life.
Spare your life, my beloved Esther. I have never threatened you. Who would dare think of threatening your life? Just tell me, and I'll have that person executed. Like that.
That man, the one who would threaten my life is that man, that Haman.
Haman?
Your Highness.
Do you remember the decree?
I told you never to mention it.
But Your Majesty, that decree means that everyone in the kingdom who is Jewish is to be slaughtered. Your Majesty, I am a Jew.
The queen's a Jew. The queen's a
Majesty, I
Jew.
never meant to harm the queen. We can easily exempt her from the decree. All you need to do.
No, Your Majesty, the decree allows no exceptions. If my people must be killed, I must also die.
Well, this is an outrage. I will not allow this. Guards, come with me. This must be stopped.
Your Highness, I did not know. Please forgive me.
I have nothing to say to you.
Your Highness, spare my life.
What? Are you to ravage the queen as well? Guards, arrest this man and have him hung.
No, no.
This is what will happen if you plot and scheme for treachery. This is what will happen if you practice villainy. So let him feel the pain that he tries to carry out. Let him see the shame of evil acted out. Let it be a warning for everyone to see that this is what will happen from doing villainy. So hang him on the gallows.
If you look at the back of your programs, you will see the words to the last stanza of the song. And we invite you to join in and give your opinion of Haman.
Just hang him on the gallows that he meant to use for Mordecai. Hang him on the gallows just for everyone to see. That this is what will happen if you plot and scheme for treachery. This is what will happen if you practice villainy.
Okay, let me see the next page. Haman may have received his just reward, but the king must undo the decree against the Jews. For this, Esther's guardian Mordecai is summoned. Mordecai advises the king to issue a new decree. allowing the Jews to defend themselves. And after doing so, the king appoints his new advisor. On the day scheduled for their destruction, the Jews prevail over all their opponents, aided by the king's governors. The king, accompanied by Esther, then orders a celebration.
Residents of Shushan, I am pleased to present my new chief advisor, Mordecai.
Thank you, Your Imperial Majesty. By order of Her Royal Highness, Queen Esther, I am pleased to declare today, the 14th of Adar, a holiday. All the Jews shall celebrate this day as a day of feasting, a day when our mourning was turned to gladness. Henceforth, on the 14th of Adar, the Jews will rejoice, sending gifts of food to each other, and even money to the poor. Let it stand as an ordinance for all time.
Well said, Mordecai. Now it's time to celebrate. All people in the kingdom, no matter what race or religion, are welcome to join us. Attendants, prepare the feast.
Esther, all of this is due to you. Had it not been for your courage, none of this would have happened.
This is my moment, my time to decide how to meet this challenge. There's no way I can hide. So this is my moment, my time to take a stand. It's time to be counted. The moment now is at hand.
This is my moment, time to break free, the time to take action. I know what it must be. So now I must be ready, for there's work to be done. This is my moment, I'm ready for whatever may come.
And now, before we finish, a couple things. Number one, don't leave the tables when we're done, because the rabbi and the cantor have a few things for you. Two, if you look again at the back of your programs, you will see the words to the last part of my moment. And we encourage you to join us in singing them. I'll give you a
I order you to sing with us.
Yes, I order you too.
All right. That's my cousin.
Yes, this is my moment, my time to break free, my time to take action. I know what it must be. So now I must make ready, for there's work to be done. This is my moment, I'm ready for whatever may
The king has a few words for you.
Thank you, my friends, for joining our celebration. From this day on, guests from throughout the world will be welcome in my kingdom. I hope you've enjoyed the entertainment we've put together for you. And now, if you'll go to the tables here in the hall, you'll find ample food and drink. I think in your language, it's called a little reception. Thank you.
I think it's called Hamantaschen.
It's called Hamantaschen.
We have a little something for our performers.
He has a gift for the performers.
Joshua, there you go. Let's see. Peter, something for you. And now,
Yes. He composed the music and also co-authored the lyrics, and it's
Yeah,
really
let's thank
amazing.
Josh
It's so
for playing the
wonderful.
piano.
Big round of applause for
And
Josh.
composing the music. You want to take this off?
So Josh, we could do this for another 100 years, I hope. Only if you're here to leave.
Yeah, I understand that we're still selling the 50/50 raffle. If you're interested in doing a mitzvah,
If you need this,
where Stuart is, the handsome man with the beard.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
It was wonderful.
Thank you. So glad you liked it.
I just wanted to say a few remarks about Purim very quickly.
So we got to put it on in the...
Thank you very much. The fact is that when the rabbis got around to canonizing the Bible, when they decided which books should go into the Bible and which not, Esther had a pretty rough time. Esther is one of the few books which doesn't mention God at all. But God is still very much felt in the book because he's kind of off to the side, that old Deus Ex Machina thing, which for many years I thought was Hebrew. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, now besides that, we have the rest of the verses in the book of Esther, which were written in Greek. And you have to understand, does anybody remember what tribe Mordechai came from? Yes, Benjamin. The Benjaminites were really not a big deal. For example, our first king of Israel, Saul, was from Benjamin. But David was from Judah. Judah was a much bigger tribe, so it made sense for David to take over. Otherwise, it's possible, you see, this is where Mark Twain was correct in saying that he didn't care if they censored his work as long as they left Bibles around where everybody can get a hold of them. Meaning that there are parts of Esther, the original story, there were three stories. There was a harem tale about Vashti. There was a court intrigue involving a Jew named Mordechai, and deliverance came to the Jews through Esther. What is significant is that back in the stories in the Bible that talk about Saul, I think it's Samuel 1, they say that he went up against Agag. Agag was the king of Amalek in those days, and it's pretty well accepted in Jewish tradition that Haman was a son of Agag. It says here that Agag went up against Saul in the same manner that Haman went up against Mordechai. Even though Saul is probably the least fortunate of Hebrew kings because he was manic depressive and he was wildly jealous of David and so on. It's a fascinating book. That is the additional, it's kind of, they do this with the Apocrypha. All the rest of the verses that didn't get into the previous book, we're putting them in here. Okay? Cantor? I had a cantor when I came here. Yes, very good. Okay. Yes. Do you have a mic?
Happy Purim. On. Hello? Yes. Congratulations, Kol HaKavod, to Josh Green and all of our actors and actresses. It was really wonderful. So, what I'd like to do is read a little of the Megillah in the original language to you, according to the traditional cantillation. But before we start, we need to offer some blessings to God. So if there are song sheets on your table and a couple of piles on each table entitled Blessings and Songs for Purim. So these blessings are actually sung with the same tune as those blessings that are offered before blowing the shofar on Rosh Hashanah. So you might recognize the tune. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah. And you say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim la'avoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Okay, we also have another song, Al Hanisim. This is actually added to the every service of the day of Purim during the Amidah. And it's the same prayer that's offered for Hanukkah as well, at least the first sentence. It thanks God for the miracles and the victories that God created, made it possible for our ancestors in those days at this season. So if you know the song or you can figure it out, please jump in and sing with me. I can't hear it. Al hanisim ve'al hapurkan ve'al hagavurot ve'al hateshuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. And that repeats. Al hanisim ve'al hapurkan ve'al hagavurot ve'al hateshuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Al hanisim ve'al hapurkan ve'al hagavurot ve'al hateshuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Back to the first tune. Al hanisim ve'al hapurkan ve'al hagavurot ve'al hateshuot ve'al hamilchamot she'asita lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. So, on to the reading from the Megillah. I'm going to be chanting two short portions. The first one is from chapter 4. And I'll read to you the translation of what I'll be chanting in the Hebrew. When they told Mordecai what Esther had said, that is about being afraid to go to the king to plead for the Jews' life, Mordecai instructed this answer to be brought to Esther. Do not imagine that being in the king's palace, you alone of all the Jews will escape. For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise for the Jews from another quarter, but you and your father's house will be destroyed. And who knows whether it was not for a time like this that you have attained to royal estate?" Esther then commanded this answer to be brought back to Mordecai. "Go, assemble all the Jews to be found in Shushan, and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day, and I and my maids will also fast like you. Then I will go to the king, though it is against the law, and if I perish, I perish." And Mordecai left and did all that Esther had commanded him. ויאמר מרדכי להשיב אל אסתר, אל תדמי בנפשך להימלט בית המלך מכל היהודים, כי אם החרש תחרישי בעת הזאת. רווח והצלה יעמוד ליהודים ממקום אחר, ואת ובית אביך תאבדו, ומי יודע אם לעת כזאת הגעת למלכות. ותאמר אסתר להשיב אל מרדכי, לך כנוס את כל היהודים הנמצאים בשושן, וצומו עלי, ואל תאכלו ואל תשתו 3 ימים לילה ויום, גם אני ונערותי אצום כן. ובכן אבוא אל המלך אשר לא חטאת, וכאשר עבדתי, ויעבור מרדכי, ויעש ככל אשר ציוותה עליו אסתר. That had a fancy ending because it was the end of a chapter. By the way, if anyone wants to come up later and take a look at this Megillah, it's written so beautifully. It's a work of art. Of course, it was done by a sofer, by a scribe, and it's just beautiful lettering. So later on, stop up here. So I'm reading now from chapter 9, and you'll understand where we are. Mordecai recorded all these matters and sent letters to the Jews in all the provinces of King Ahasuerus, both far and near, enjoining them to observe the 14th and 15th days of Adar each year, exactly like the days when the Jews had found relief from their enemies, and like the month which had been transformed for them from sorrow to joy, and from mourning to holiday, making them days of feasting and joy for the exchange of gifts of food and alms for the poor. The Jews adopted the practice that they had begun to observe, as Mordecai had written to them. ויכתוב מרדכי את הדברים האלה, וישלח ספרים אל כל היהודים אשר בכל מדינות המלך אחשוורוש, הקרובים והרחוקים, לקיים עליהם להיות עושים את יום 14 לחודש אדר ואת יום 15 בו בכל שנה ושנה, כימים אשר נחו בהם היהודים מאויביהם, והחודש אשר נהפך להם מיגון לשמחה ומאבל ליום טוב, לעשות אותם ימי משתה ושמחה, ומשלוח מנות איש לרעהו, ומתנות לאביונים. וקיבל היהודים את אשר החלו לעשות, ואת אשר כתב מרדכי עליהם. Okay, so that's a taste of Megillat Esther cantillation. So now you've been listening long enough, so now it's time for you to sing with me. So pull out your song sheet again. Thank you, Peter, for being my third hand. Okay, so you know most of these songs. So number one, in Shushu Shushan. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the chorus. And you'll notice the chorus is one that you're familiar with, but the verses have been changed, just to kind of modernize it a little bit. Not by me, but by somebody else. So, let's see. Actually, we'll start right at the beginning with the first verse. Oh, Haman was a high and mighty bluff in Shushan long ago. He quarreled with Mordecai and left him in a huff in Shushan long ago. So we sing, so we sing, so we sing and raise a row. For Haman he was swinging while Mordecai was singing in Shushan long ago. But Mordecai sat and laughed in his face in Shushan long ago. So Haman swore he'd destroy the Jewish race in Shushan long ago. So we sing, so we sing, so we sing and raise a row. For Haman he was swinging while Mordecai was singing in Shushan long ago. Oh, Esther was a sweet but timid maid in Shushan long ago. But Mordecai told her she needn't be afraid in Shushan long ago. So we sing, so we sing, so we sing and raise a row. For Haman he was swinging while Mordecai was singing in Shushan long ago. So she went to the king and she gave him a smile in Shushan long ago. The king, he liked her manner and her style in Shushan long ago. So we sing, so we sing, so we sing and raise a row. For Haman he was swinging while Mordecai was singing in Shushan long ago. Achashverosh was the name of the king in Shushan long ago, who ruined Haman's plot in Adar, a month in spring, in Shushan long ago. So we sing, so we sing, so we sing and raise a row. For Haman he was swinging while Mordecai was singing in Shushan long ago. So the next song is Around. The words may be new to you, but the tune is not. The tune is to Frère Jacques, or Are You Sleeping? So let's sing it together a couple of times, and then I'm going to divide you into two parts, and we'll see if we can pull off Around. Okay. Grace, would you let me start it? You're previewing it, yes? Okay. Okay. I like Naschen, Hamantaschen, taste so fine, just sublime. I could eat 1,000,000 or even 1 gazillion. Chocolate's great, clean the plate. Once more. I like Naschen, Hamantaschen, taste so fine, just sublime. I could eat 1,000,000 or even 1 gazillion. Chocolate's great, clean the plate. Okay, so we're going to divide up. Let's see. Let's have these 3 tables. We're going to start off, and then these 2 tables are going to come in, okay? I'll cue you when to start, okay? So here we go. I like Naschen, Hamantaschen, taste so fine, so sublime. I like Naschen, Hamantaschen, taste so fine, just sublime. I could eat 1,000,000 or even 1 gazillion. Chocolate's great, clean the plate. I like Naschen, Hamantaschen, taste so fine, so sublime. I could eat 1,000,000 or even 1 gazillion. Chocolate's great, clean the plate. All right, good, good, good. I'm impressed. Okay, I've got a song for you that might not be familiar. Originally a Yiddish song, so we're on the second page. It's called Yachne Devasha. It was originally written in Yiddish, but I'm going to sing the verses in English, and I want to teach you the chorus in the Yiddish, so you can join with me. It's a funny little story about a woman who has a hard time. So the chorus goes like this. So repeat after me. Hop meine Hamantaschen. Hop meine Weiße. Hop mit meine Hamantaschen. Hot passiert am meiste. Hot passiert am. Let's just do that line again. Hot passiert am meiste. Yes, you can see the translation there. Hop my Hamantaschen, hop my white ones, if your dough is made of white flour. Hop with my Hamantaschen, what an adventure you had. So here's how the tune goes. Hop meine Hamantaschen, hop meine Weiße, hop mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. And it goes twice. Try it with me. Hop meine Hamantaschen, hop meine Weiße, hop mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. Hop meine Hamantaschen, hop meine Weiße, hop mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. Yachne Devosha went to town with a step so hasty. Bought a pound of this and that for her Purim pastry. Hopp meine Hamantaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. Hopp meine Hamantaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. Snow is falling, rain is pouring, all the roofs are dripping. Yachna's running with the flour while the bag is ripping. Hopp meine Hamantaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. Hopp meine Hamantaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. Please join in with me as you pick up the tune. She forgot the poppy seeds, she forgot the leaven. Yachna Devosha doesn't care, she's in seventh heaven. Hopp meine Hamantaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. Hopp meine Hamantaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. Yachna's carrying sholach monas to her husband's mother, raw and pasty on one side, burnt on the other. Hopp meine Hamantaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. Hopp meine Hamantaschen, hopp meine Weiße, hopp mit meine Hamantaschen, hot passiert am meiste. A good one. Okay. Haman was a Persian. This is actually a wicked, wicked man, also with updated lyrics by Mary Feinsinger. So, let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh, Haman was a Persian who was nasty, mean, and shrewish. He gave a lot of people grief, but mostly those who were Jewish. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and nash some Hamantaschen. Now Esther was a Jewish girl. The king said she was fairest. It's very hard to say his name. Let's try. Achashverosh. So today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and nash some Hamantaschen. Now meanwhile back in Haman's brain, an evil thought was coming. The Jews had better watch their backs. I want to go pogroming. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and nash some Hamantaschen. But Esther's cousin Mordecai replied, this guy's demented. I take a gun and shoot him dead if guns have been invented. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and nash some Hamantaschen. The king, on hearing of the plot, with rage began to quiver. This dirty deed is Haman's last. His future is chopped liver. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and nash some Hamantaschen. The king announced a party then, with trumpets and bells clanging. Poor Haman did RSVP to come to his own hanging. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today we'll merry, merry be, and gnash some Hamantaschen. And so when villains come around, we Jews need not endure 'em. And that is why we celebrate this merry feast of Purim. Oh, today we'll merry, merry be. Oh, today we'll merry, merry be. Oh, today we'll merry, merry be, and gnash some Hamantaschen. So I'll let you gnash some Hamantaschen now, and the rabbi is going to, we're playing tag, so he's next.
That's all right. Thank you. Very nice. Very well done. Okay, this is just one left. There are some old standards. This is pretty much of an old standard, and you may already know it. Die 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 yai die 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 yai da da die die da dash rush yai da da die die rush 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 yai da da die die rush 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 Parashanim. I wanted to explain to you the origin of the Hamantash. It was not originally made after, with regards to my friend Paul, the Haman, we don't know what kind of hat he wore. He was living in Persia, so he probably wore a turban. And originally, they were called Muntaschen. Muntaschen. Mun was poppy seed filling. They made jelly or jam out of poppy seeds. But later on, the word Muntaschen became corrupted, shall we say, to Hamantaschen. That's where these things come from. All right, let's do the two English verses. Purim's here, it's a holiday so dear. Mask and song, bring along, groggers loud and clear. Round go the groggers, rush, rush, rush. Round go the groggers, rush, rush, rush. Round go the groggers, rush, rush, rush. On this Purim day. And the last one. Drinks abound, grifts bing round, all Jews raise a joyous sound, singing sweet, stamping feet, Haman's name to drown. Stamp out his evil, rush, 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 stamp out his evil, rush, 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 stamp out his evil, rush, 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 on this Purim day. I want to thank the cantor for her song sheets, and I want to thank all of you for participating. No, I'm okay, thanks. There's no beer cart. The raffle. They're doing the raffle. Yes. No, that's it.
You weren't going to talk her? I won't be able to see the number. Yeah, well, you pull it and hand it to us. Anyone else want to purchase a raffle before we pull the tickets? We have $115 you'd be getting. Okay? Rita's going to draw.
Suspense is building.
I got it.
That's it.
Okay, go look at the numbers. 7, 1, 1. They all have that. 5, 2, 3, 4. 7, 1, 1, 5, 2, 3, 4. No. You got other ones?
I didn't win either.
7, 1, 1.
Yeah. It doesn't even make a
5,
decent
3.
hook on
No.
it.
Well, the what's-your-calls left already. They didn't. 7, 1, 1, 5, 3. I mean, they left. Oh. You have it. There it is.
I got it?
Yeah. Rita won.
Yeah, okay.
She pulls the ticket and.
Amazing.
It sounds a little suspicious to me. I pulled my own ticket. I'm donating the money back to Temple.
Thank you very much. That's wonderful.
You had a whole thing with them, yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
Thank you all.
That's it. Out of all those tickets, she was one of the first to buy.
Isn't that funny?
She was number 2.
Isn't that funny?
So we must have really gone down well.
Yeah.
Good.